Hello again. This is Math 1218 coming to you from the College of DuPage, and the title of this lecture is The Key for the Set Theory Exam. As always, please be attentive while watching this video. So in number one, you will use this information to answer the question, how many elements are in C minus A? Filling out the Venn diagram, including the things that are in the universal set that is not in A, B, and C, we get these numbers. And so how many elements are in C minus A? That actually was given in the problem, that is 10. But then the remaining question says how many are not in B? And that not in B is going to be 64. This is number two. We had this information, and you might notice that there's not a universal set outside of this because we didn't have any data that indicated that there was one. But when we filled out this information, we ended up with this for the cost circle, this for the gas circle, this for the safety circle. So the answer to the gas mileage question was 89, and the answer to the both gas mileage and safety was 64. Here we were given this set information. We were to find A union B prime. So A union B prime ended up being the set containing 1 and 6. Here you want A minus C union A minus B, and that ends up being 2, 7, and 8, the set containing 2, 7, and 8. And here it was A complement intersect B complement union C, and that ended up being 1, 3, 6, the set containing 1, 3, 6. Here we were to describe which section should be covered to represent each Venn diagram. We have A intersect C rather, and A union B minus B. So the answer to part A was 1 and 4. That is A intersects C, and for part B, it was 4, 5, and 7. Number 5, you were to describe using set notations the shaded areas, and you could use words in parentheses as necessary. Many students struggled with using correct notation on this and lost points for that. But here you see it's A minus B union C is this shaded part here. Similarly, B minus A union C is this part, and C minus A union B is this part. But then we had to add in the middle part, so that is the union of A intersect B intersect C. There were different ways you could describe this, but this was perhaps the simplest. We had 10, number 6, we had 10 candidates for a job, and this had to be reduced to 4 finalists. And so this was a Pascal's triangle. You had to go down to this row with 10 here, but this is 10 choose 0, 10 choose 1, 10 choose 2, 10 choose 3, and this is 10 choose 4, and so the answer was 210. Number 7, you had a set A, which really had 3 elements in it. The first one was the set containing 1, 2. The second was the set containing 3 and 4. And the third element was the set containing 5 and 6. This is a set with 3 elements in it, so it is 2 raised to the 3, or 8 subsets. On number 8, you had a set containing 0, a set containing the set containing 1, the empty set, and the set containing 2 and 3, and you were to say which of these statements were false. Many of them were true, and it turns out the answer you should have had was that 3, 5, 7, and 8 are false. Set number 9, I asked, are these two sets equal? And so the answer was yes, but you also were supposed to explain your answer, and so you needed to make an argument that for every real number, x squared plus 1 is greater than 0, and that can be enough for you to prove that these two sets are in fact equal. 10 dealt with equivalent sets, and actually neither one of these were equivalent sets. You see, The natural numbers from 1 to 64 has 64 elements, but a set with 6 elements has 2 to the 6 equals 64 subsets, but that counts both the set itself and the empty set, which means that we were not counting those here, so that set had 62. These were not equivalent because one had 62, the other had 64. And again, you're supposed to be explaining this for full credit. And the integers is what we called alf null, and we proved in class that the second set was C, and that C was not equal to alf null, and so it is not equivalent. In closing, now more than ever, time is precious. Each day must count. Do the math, it will make you strong. And now more than ever, take care of yourself, because self-care is important. And now more than ever, take care of each other, because we're all in this together. May God bless you all, and look forward to seeing you in class soon. Take care.